My name is Joe. I'm a concrete finisher. Concrete and construction in the road sector where I work, we usually use it for curbs, sidewalks, patios, slabs, anything with concrete. Well, my responsibilities would be, first you find out what you're doing, if you're doing curbs, sidewalks, patio, or whatnot. Once you distinguish what you're doing, if you're doing a sidewalk, then you need to pan out some marks where you need to do an excavation, where you get an excavator. Once you get your locates, you can excavate your sidewalk. Once your excavation is done, you set some string lines on the width of how wide you're doing your sidewalk. Usually they're 1.5 meters wide. So once you set your string lines, you put in your forms, which are 2x6s, to support your sidewalks, and you drive in some pins to hold them in place and at the right height. Then you put in your gravel, and once you get your gravel to usually 5 inches below finished concrete, you compact it. And once it's compacted, if it requires a compaction test, we get a compaction test out and someone checks it to make sure it's the right compaction. And after that, we put in the concrete and we pour it to the height of the sidewalk and we finish it, and that's pretty much it. If you don't have any skills to begin with, you can always start as a laborer. And if you want to learn how to do it, you just watch the guys that have been doing it for years and they'll help you along. And if you take notice, you can catch on to it pretty easy. Some great skills to have would probably work good with your hands. At, shaping concrete, seeing envisioning what it's supposed to look like before it's even done. If you can grasp that, then you'll do really well. The salary expectations, depending on if you work in union or non-union and how many hours you put in a year, be roughly between 60 to 100,000. To succeed in concrete finishing, you have to have the drive and the will to do it every day. You have to have passion for it. You have to be willing to step out of your comfort zone and take on different challenges. And doing that, management will notice and they will reward you accordingly. If you want to be a concrete finisher, don't feel discouraged about it or be scared to try it. People say it's really hard and a lot of manual labor and whatnot, but if you give it a chance, you see it's not that bad and it's actually a really good career, and you take pride in your work for sure.